Hello.
Hello,
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Galarian.
Galarian.
We have a demon to fight.
And welcome back to the world that contains a giant spider.
Yes. Camping, we have done that. Funny how it has us reminds us of the camping feature right as we enter this area. I wonder why.
Because it's a
Praise
good time to do
Iomade.
it. Praise Iomade. That is a full fucking demon.
Here you are, hurled together like a herd
Okay.
of animals, pitiful monsters, not human or demon. Even tieflings are less defective than you. But I am your master. Sava
Racist.
Sava Melik?
Sevamelika.
Sava Melikai. I can make you better, stronger. Yeah. No, we're to center the Crusaders. Trusting a demon would be betrayal of their memory. Well, who is the next descendant of the creators who values old legends more than their life? Beasts, monsters, and human guys, reveal your true nature. This is your sweet, wholesome flesh of a righteous Aasimar. Eat, underground crusaders. Eat the flesh of your crusaders from above. Find your true strength.
Demons
Fuck.
are kind of nasty and gross. Have I ever mentioned that?
Yes. You rush to the demon, but the air seems to grow thicker with every step. You feel like you're watching from underwater as you see mongrels fall to their knees one after another and crawl at the Asimar's body. You hear fangs tearing through flesh. You hear the sloshing of blood. You hear the former mongrels snarl like animals, fighting over the most tender, juicy bits of meat. Your companions writhe in agony. One clutches their head, another doubles over. You feel saliva pool in your mouth. The metallic tang awakens hunger in you. The hunger turns to rage. This winged filth dares to bind you to its will. It dares to tempt you with the sweet scent of meat, untainted by corruption. The wretched must die. Die!
Now, this is the first time where you can choose to go evil or... Actually, it's not even evil or good. It's literally just you want to unlock the angel path or the demon path. You can either seize the light or seize the rage.
And still...
Now,
Go ahead.
Now, going down the angel path is lawful good. Going down the demon path is chaotic evil.
Which neither are
You
the
don't-
paths that we want to go.
Right. Now, here's the thing. You're not locked into this. However, it does give you your first mythic power.
Yeah.
And if you cursor over it, it will talk about, like, what the first power is that it can give you.
How?
Apparently not. Okay, well,
That's it.
basically the light side one is a heal, and I don't remember what the demon was, even though the demon was my first playthrough. It was a while ago.
And the clarity still remains with you, somewhere deep down beneath the veil of rage. The light is trying to break through. I'm going to go with the good option.
Okay.
By sheer force of will, you master your rage almost in response. Warmth suffuses from within, warm joy, and a simple realization you can win. You can save these people. The power of the heaven bolsters and guides you. The light breaks free, enveloping the mongrels, granting the gift of blissful oblivion. Lowering your gaze, you see scarlet stain on your chest. The wound has reopened. Instead of blood flowing from you, you see only radiant light. Bolt of Justice.
Bolt of Justice. He makes a reflex save.
The demon convulses in pain when the light reaches him. What are you? Destroy this vermin.
You just hit him with a bolt of justice. She's already wounded. Wendog, kill.
Wendog.
Wendog. Wendog.
Wendog silently emerges from the shadows. I'm no longer your slave, Hostilla, but I will gladly kill anyone who pokes their nose in where it doesn't belong.
They choose to stand against me?
Well, it's just you and Hostilla. I mean, there's supposed to be a Wendog. I don't
No,
see the
she's
Wendog.
right here. She's right here in the
okay.
turn
There
order.
she is.
This is not an attack of opportunity, right?
I believe they have the drop on you. You can actually...
But it's not. Yeah, he's not in. So.
Yeah. The demon ran away like a bitch when you bolt of justice.
That is
him.
an attack opportunity. That's fine. I will attempt to grab the high ground.
Generally advisable.
Especially as our as a range. All right. Fight defensively. End turn. Okay. I'm going to swift act, go here. Attack. She misses. Swift action that. Touch of fatigue and I miss.
It happens.
Away, you rascal!
Away, you rascal!
Charging a special action allows you to move double your normal movement speed and attack during the same action. I cannot charge. Why can't I charge either of these people?
I think they're within your minimum charge range. I could be mistaken, but I think there needs to be a certain distance.
Target is
in
too
order to
far. Target is too close. Gotcha.
Yeah. I like how it actually is giving you feedback now.
Okay. I will smite evil on her.
Because she is definitely evil.
And then just move up and attack her. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much anybody dealing with demons or the cultists is going to be evil. Though not 100% of the time.
Okay, so that's not...
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
It's a good rule of thumb, but not always. You know, demons are not actually a monolith. Surprisingly.
Okay. It's a standard action.
The spirits demand your blood!
Just walks away casually. Oh, mighty. I still can't pronounce it.
Melek. Demons, protect your mistress.
Come at me, I dare you.
Well, we don't even get an attack of opportunity against them. Quasit.
They're just quasits. They're baby demons. They're the lowest of the lowest on the totem pole of demons. It's like, aw, how cute. You're just quasits. You think you're real demons, but you're just quasits. That's so cute.
First level learned is okay. Learn to cast spells and wield weapons at the same time. Must have one hand free while as a full round action you make all of their attacks with their melee weapon and a -2 penalty and cast any spell the spell list. Okay. That's probably good to have active, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just as long as the
Your time is over.
I would be careful about abilities that have minuses to your to hit and attack rolls. But I didn't hear anything about that there.
Oh, it has a
Unless I
-2
missed
to the
it. To the
to the attack roll, I think.
okay. Well, keep in mind that's going to hurt if you come up against somebody with a high AC.
You are today's sacrifice.
Fortunately, Lucilla doesn't exactly have a high AC.
Yeah.
You're still in kind of the tutorial. But as you get later in the game, you're going to want to start stacking to hit bonuses. Because again, a lot of Pathfinder is stacking your bonuses. Round 2.
Okay.
There's a quasit on your back. Is that a quasit on your back, or are you just happy to see me?
So if I use this, I guess.
You are tiny.
Why am I so weak?
And once again, Wendwog is down.
Go for their hearts.
Which seems to be her default state.
Endure this.
So if I
You
attack,
offend me.
okay, good.
You offend me.
Oh, you've
Well, are
gone
you
from
going
my
to finish
OBS
me
for
off?
some reason.
It's more the VTube studio again.
My host broke for some reason.
Alright, well, I'm reconnecting. Yeah, it looks like it was a stream burble, because stream cord shows you went live again.
Okay.
It's a burble. It's a burble.
The wounded. Why? Why are you? Are you? Well, you're gonna finish me off. It's not exactly unexpected.
What else are we supposed to do with you? You're not just a traitor, you're a monster. The young ones believed you, and you lured them to a demon and watched them eat human flesh.
Well, SMR, but yeah.
Say, I mean, yeah.
I was trying to make them strong. What have you done for them? What were you doing while I was looking for ways to bring strength to our tribe? You're useless, Lan.
I led by example. I trained. I tried to become stronger so I could go to the surface and maybe do something worthwhile with my stupidly short life. And I will do it. I might be the one to bring our whole tribe to the surface. But you? Why would you want any power that turns you into a monster? These young guys and girls, they trusted you. And they were turned into mindless animals, ready to eat corpses at a demon's command.
Oh,
Yeah. Gross.
I went through the same ritual as them, and I didn't become an animal. I conquered my anger. The anger that has been building and building in every one of us for decades. Unlike you, I have no intention of just lying down and politely accepting death. I will rise above all this, while you'll still be stuck with your pride, chewing on rats.
Water.
What the?
I was thirsty. Thirsty. Do you have the wink, Mitha?
I do.
Good.
You know, in case a certain Selena Foxwolf came in.
Mm-hmm.
Do I show up on your stream again?
Yeah.
Good.
This is a hard choice. So I think
Yeah, it's like I want to bring them both, but ultimately I come down on the side of land because
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
because she's a fucking cannibal.
So you've been serving the demon this whole time?
Better to serve a strong master than to eke out an existence in a dark hole with no hope. I am of the Neathers. Our lives are short, but we are hardier than humans. I realized a long time ago that I was capable of more than this life offered, and I follow whomever is the strongest.
Gross.
I thought you were better than that. I thought you were proud of your heritage, but you're willing to crawl on your belly before anyone who's even a little bit stronger than you. You're not a mongrel. You're a cave slug. You have no understanding of the meaning of family or tribe.
Yeah, no, he's right. Pretty.
He's kind of right, yeah.
Oh, so now you think you know everything about me. You're one of the best hunters in the tribe. It benefited me to ingratiate myself with you. So I acted in a way that pleased you.
Gross.
You went through the same ritual. Does that mean you ate human flesh too?
Yes. Priscilla found me in the caves. I was lost and hungry, and she offered me a choice. Die as a nobody, or live and gain the power to change everything. Sava Malik tore off a piece of an Azimar priestess's thigh. A big, juicy piece. More meat than I'd ever received in the tribe. That was the first time I knew what it was like to be happy. To have a full belly. I swore to myself that it would always be that way. Then the madness and rage took over. I came very close to turning into an animal, no better than the weaklings you saw in the maze. But I am strong. I mastered myself. I brought myself under control. I fell so that I could rise again.
You should have chosen death. Dying's better than living like that.
You're saying I should have died that day, Lamb. But then who would have listened to your feeble jokes? Who would have showed you the best caves for hunting? Who would have made you a man?
I would have been fine without
Gross.
all that.
Yeah.
And without you. Your death will make the world a slightly better place, Wenduog.
Why don't you try to stop us from going into the maze? You know, we might uncover your secret.
Malik is always in need of new servants. You'd make as good a servant as anyone else, and then... once you've gone missing in the maze, not even the redoubtable Lan would have dared look for you.
But then why did you come with me to look for the sword?
So I could kill you quietly if you found it and stop you taking it to the village, you idiot. I would have told everyone that you got caught in a cave-in. But then the Uplanders showed up and I had to change my plans.
Inspect your wound on your chest. The bleeding deep wound in your chest is gone like it was never there in the first place. The skin is totally smooth and unmarred.
It's gone. It was just there, and now it's gone. It's gotta be some kind of demonic trickery. You need to have a cleric look at that.
If she had been marked by the abyss, do you think some nobody priests will be able to help? No, the demons have branded this uplander, and judging by the smell of the blood pouring from her chest, the demons will be able to find her wherever she goes. And they'll find you too, Lan.
The huntress permits herself an indolent, gloating smile. Her sharp fangs glint menacingly in the gloom. The Abyss is a realm of infinite horror and unlimited danger. I think we've already read this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What did your service to Hostilla entail?
It was simple. I lured those I deemed worthy into the maze. To the rest, I told stories of the horrors of the maze, making them stay away. It all hung in the balance when the cave walls shuddered, and many of the young ones decided that the time of their great exodus had come. I had no doubt that Hosilla would dispatch a dozen young Neaters easily. But what would become of the maze if all the tribes poured in? So when Lan ran off looking for the Angel's sword, I went after him. Not to help him, but to make sure that the sword never reached Neathholm. It's a pity that you got involved and stopped me from killing him. But then again, the evening gong has not yet been struck.
You sicken me.
I think, yeah, I think this character would kill her. You know?
Mm-hmm.
She's very against, like, the natural nature and is, like, defying nature. And, like, as someone with that, who worships green faith, I think this is very clearly someone you would want to end. Yeah, you won't betray.
You're all bark and no bite. Farewell, Uplander. Next time I won't spare you.
She's gone. But next time, she won't get away. Damn it, Wendu. Why'd you have to go and... Anyway, there's no point crying over spilt milk. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll bring the chief and the rest. I need to clear my head.
Chief Soul appears flanked by mongrels. The journey has taken a toll on him. His breath is labored and his sweat dripping from his bloated face. What is this? Well, I'll be damned. It turned out old Holrun isn't as crazy as we all thought. There were really demons down here. I should have listened to him and set a patrol down here. Damn it. His lips curl in distaste as he tries to keep his distance from the unconscious mongrels. You said you were in charge of reconnaissance in the for the Eagle Watch, Anivia. How could you miss demons beneath Canabras? Anivia, how's the leg? How's the leg? Better than yesterday? Worse than the day before. I'm not gonna die, don't worry. You need to look after the young mongrels. I don't know what they'll be like when they come to, but look after them, Chief. They went through something horrific today. Not everyone is capable of enduring something like that. It'll change them forever. As long as they can hunt, the rest can wait. Uplander and you, Land saved them. Only gods can salvage their souls, but we are a tribe and we think of something. And when they're stronger, they can go up to the surface. The time has come. You said you were in charge of reconnaissance, the Eagle Watch? How could you miss a nest of demons beneath Canabras? Is that harsh?
That's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
She's got a really big job, and like she's trying to do it like with a very small staff.
And I don't think this must be burned with holy flame. That's a bit religious.
Yeah.
It's time to get out of here.
Especially for somebody with green faith.
Yeah. Chief, I think I'm going to lead our visitors to the surface, and I'm going to keep going. Something interesting is happening out there in the world. Maybe it's my chance to do something more useful than skinning cave rats. You never were one of us. You always looked up, and I don't see these things. Our life is not for you. You must go, but where? Where is the way out? Beats me, but these beasts got down here somehow. Searches Hostilla's body and shows you some papers and a key. I don't know what these documents are, but I'm sure the key will come in handy. Those cheeky sons of a... This information on the cult... Skim over the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Cultist dispatch. This is my last warning. You'll need to act... do you mind trading off some reading a little bit?
Oh, sure, just ask me.
Yeah.
Savamelic, this is my last warning. You need to act discreetly without attracting any more attention than you already have. People are already talking about the strange disappearances of KatNBows' most righteous men. Keep below ground, nurture your mongrel pets, and wait patiently. Then the call to battle will come, and it will sound loud and clear, even down there in the catacombs. Gather your warriors immediately. After that, bring them to the surface and lead them to the Tower of Estrad. The tower will be my final dagger, and I shall plunge it into the guts of KatNBows. Our vicious servant Faxon made the tower his base of operations several months ago, taking command over the Templar forces in KatNBows, while the Grand Master was distracted by other matters. Faxon has already gathered a stash of weapons, potions, and other useful supplies, which he will gladly share with you if needed. If he behaves himself, you two should combine forces. If not, just take your stupid little head off your shoulders and take command yourself. Signed, Mistress Minaga.
And then... Skim of the letter, those sons of... This is all the information on all the other cultists in the city. Their meeting, their places, their passwords, their secret hideouts. I think we should show this to whoever's in charge of KatNBows now. As soon as we get back to the surface, we'll find what is what. Okay.
Assuming KatNBows is even still there when you get up top.
Loot the bodies.
Loot the room.
So exciting!
So
Exciting! I love our character's endless optimism.
With grace?
Oh, is this going back? Whoops. Right?
Yeah, you're going back down.
Where's the way out? This way?
Oh, right behind Lan and the others.
What the hamster?
You can trust me.
No, I can't.
Uh-huh.
Alright, upstairs. Collect all.
Also, Dyra was there to sell.
Oh. Should I go back? Can I go back?
I don't know if you can now.
While the survivors wander the dungeons, the battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of KatNBows are trying to defend the Wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.
Rises up, like from a hole in the ground? Yeah, try clicking down in the hole again. I don't know if you can.
Oh, we're overcumbered.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, I was sort of afraid of that.
Ooh, composite longbows. You said those are good?
Generally, they have higher damage, but also depend on your strength stat.
I mean, yeah, that seems like good for land.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let's go to armor. That seems like a half plates. That, yeah, that's better armor, right? She doesn't have any.
Mhm.
Well, does it drop her dex? No. Okay. All right.
This is my time to shine.
Did not let you go back down.
Where the mongrels live, yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna let you go down. All right, well, we just need to get to our next area,
And we can drop more.
if need be. Yeah. Shall we go join with the gays?
Always.
Gays, 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 gays. Or gay, or gay, or gay.
You're not strength, though, so... I'll put the composite longbow on you as well. Darts can go here.
Jojo the Cold! Hello, Zozo!
Hello!
How is Jojo the Cold? Is Jojo the Cold feeling cold today? There's a lot of this game that is just sitting there doing inventory management. I am very cold and chilled today. Cool. Hey, cat.
Awa.
Egg.
Thank you for egg. Being very cold and chill. Oh wait, is it gonna, are we gonna able to pick up that stuff we just dropped?
I mean,
So exciting!
it usually gives you an option to when leaving an area. But yeah,
Look.
I don't think you actually left the area yet.
So I don't need to micromanage and drop stuff here, right?
I mean, go and talk to the gays. Go forth, meet with the gay. But yeah, I would carry that with you just in case.
What I'm saying is if I bring it up here. See what? Wait, what the fuck? There was definitely another one.
Hold down. I think it's Alt.
Oh, there. Oh,
Highlight
right.
objects.
Because it wasn't. I've already interacted with it, so it didn't.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Did you loot everything in that little side closet?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Working on this last achievement trophy so I can have platinum for Capcom Fighting Collection 2! Yeah, there's another streamer that I watch, Rika Reedman, who absolutely loves Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom 2! It's fun to watch. It's not my type of game, but it's like I like to watch it because, like...
Fighting games are really fun to watch, yeah.
Yeah, they're fun to watch.
I've tried getting into them, but they're really hard.
The skill ceiling is very high.
Yeah. They have simple inputs for new players, yeah. I've done that. That's even complicated for me.
She's a paladin. She is kicking ass. She's a paladin.
The half-orc before you, wearing armor adorned with Iomede's golden swords, is clearly exhausted. She obviously hasn't gotten much sleep for the few days. The suit on her face and flesh blood on her sword. Her hazel eyes are hard and focused. Her firm voice sounds accustomed to giving orders. She sizes you up, surprisingly judging whether you are a friend or foe. She opens her mouth to say something, but freezes when she spots Anivia.
Anivia! You brought her wife?
Yes.
You brought the wife to the gays?
Yes.
Gay, 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 gay,
By
gay,
the goddess,
gay, gay,
maybe.
gay, gay.
I'd almost lost all hope.
And this is the thing I love about Pathfinder. It is relentlessly gay.
This here is a new friend. She rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without her, we'd never have made it out. Let me introduce you to my wife, Arabeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch.
Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canobras. And you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle. And
Yep,
thank
we can
you
see.
for getting Anevia out of there.
Where are we?
The Grey Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders, but it's now been taken over by cultists.
What is the target of this battle?
When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the Wardstone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the Wardstone is and how important it is to the Crusaders. We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Canobras will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world.
And gaming is going good. We have somewhat just started.
This is literally the tutorial.
Yeah.
So this is a particularly difficult game. So
Yeah.
the general idea is I'm here to help talk Kat through it.
Yeah.
But also, like, I have this autistic hyperfixation with Pathfinder. I love this game universe. So I might rant periodically about all of the little nuances that I love about, like, Golarion and its world.
Yeah.
And how relentlessly gay it is.
I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us.
I have important information about the location of a cultist den.
Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here. The ones occupying the Grey Garrison.
We met some mongrels who live beneath Canobras. This is Lan.
Most people in Canobras think that the children of the First Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running joke.
I like that he, like, takes it in sort of stride, you know?
What's the situation in the city?
The city's gone. Most of the defenders, including the Dragon Terendelev, fell in the first few hours. The civilians either fled or died in the chaos. The place is overrun with cultists and demons.
Don't talk like that. KatNBows hasn't fallen. Not while it still has defenders like you and me.
Sweet words don't change the grim truth.
No, she's right. Thank you, Knight. Until we no longer have the strength to hold a weapon, until Iomedae abandons us, we will fight for KatNBows.
How did the Ward Stone end up in the Great Garrison?
The demons have long laid siege to KatNBows, but this time, their lord Dascari appeared in the flesh. He ripped the Ward Stone from the ground and hurled it halfway across the city to here. I thought the stone was destroyed, but it seems all is not lost yet. Dascari has gone.
Yes, the voice acting is amazing.
I do like the voice acting. It is very good.
Nothing good, that's for certain.
But how did he do that? He's a demon. The Ward Stone should have burned his filthy hide.
It should have. But what happened, happened. We don't know why.
Let's not waste any time to battle.
That's the spirit. You, take a Navia to the rear. The rest of you with me.
You hear labeled breathing and interspersed with disgruntled muttering. Horus is holding his rapier held with his white-knuckled grip. A bead of sweat trickles down his temple.
Lord Horgus Worm, forgive me. I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in KatNBows can be said to be safe right now.
That's right. Fighting spirit is the one thing that we've got plenty of. Actual fighting power, that's not so great. Fighting know-how, even worse. But fighting spirit, at least we're rich in that.
For Iomedae! For the Queen! Kill the beasts!
With grace?
Walk from the other side.
Gaze, 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 gaze.
You're playing with auto end turn enabled.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, do you want to leave this enabled?
Do you want to play it like BG3? Or do you want to play it like live action mode? Because remember, this is still the tutorial.
Yeah, basically I'm doing not live action mode. Only for the important fights I'm doing live action mode, because these are pretty simple. So it's like...
Lord Hargus Worm.
This is my time to shine. I am helpful, am I not? How cute!
I'm gonna assume that I can pick up my things, even if it's segmented floors, yeah.
Should be able to.
Hey, I know you. You're the one of those cultists. How's it going, pal? You want to join? Your lot will all be dead soon, but we'll all be alive. I can't. Come on, leave those losers. Those crusades are over. Soon the demons will rule the whole world. Here goes nothing. All hail Baphomet, cowardly traitor. Swear on the sword of enemy you will answer for your betrayal.
I don't
Oh, shit. That's a lot of...
It's a lot of guys. But remember, you have helpers, right?
Yes.
So you're not in this alone. I mean, look at that bar across the top.
Yeah.
Of all of the characters in this scene.
The light takes you.
I like the gurgling noise.
I'll cut you wide open.
Do I have any... Large woman?
Large woman! I mean, Orc Lady's pretty large. Cute.
Yes.
And gay. And taken.
Make every strike count.
And honestly, I think Arabeth has a good taste in women,
Yes.
considering she married a Desnan.
The inheritor.
Oh.
My blade.
Aww, she whiffed it.
Oh, did I not give her a range weapon?
I don't know.
The spirits demand your blood. Stand down. Away, you rascal.
Away, you rascal. Round 2.
You won't survive me.
It's just it's just.
Good old burning hands. Looting the room. Looting the room.
Stairs are severely damaged. This way is impossible.
Yeah.
This door won't budge. Stock on the other side.
This is the dungeon that we're going to come back to later. So there are a bunch of routes that are not available to us right now.
Gotcha. Oh, we are over encumbered.
Yeah. We will be able to unlock all of these routes when we return to this dungeon later. At the end of the first act.
Masterwork's probably better than
Well, look
composite.
at the damage numbers.
It's the same.
Yeah, it's stat-wise, it is exactly the fucking same on him.
So that's +7 attack with a ×3 crit, or a 4 to 11 +1 8 +3. The composite's more damage.
Yeah,
This is-
ultimately, yeah, check and see what that does to the damage numbers down there.
Yeah.
But generally, I find that the composite
So
works
exciting.
out to better damage in the end.
And do I have? Yeah. Let's just get rid of all of you.
You already tried that one. And this is why I was hoping we could sell it Dyra before we got to this point.
All right. I'm going to collect all, and then we can drop before the fight, surely, right?
Yes.
Well, now going back.
For now.
Also, that's... Yeah, perfect. After we get through this cutscene, I'm going to switch my laundry.
What's this? Do we have
Indeed.
guests? Just in
Hi,
time.
Minago.
The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh! What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
Monaco, you were
again, you wench!
Minago, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabras. She must be back to finish what she started.
All right. I'm gonna run a quick ad break.
Go do your laundry.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick ad break. And yeah.
Do a quick ad break.
Yes, she is very hot. The powerful Lilitu Minago is one of the demons whose names Mendev always spoken with a curse. She's the author of two most horrific atrocities in the history of the Crusades: the fall of Dresden and the Red Morning Massacre of Canabras.
Dresden, there's no second, there's no D.
Dresden?
Or there's no second D, yeah.
Okay.
Dresden is a city in Germany.
I love, hey, demon woman, what's wrong with your face?
I mean, if you want to be a snarky bitch, you can be a snarky bitch.
No, it's not the
very
character. It's not the character. Staunton, you know this demon?
Does he know me? Staunton, darling. Tell them all how close we were.
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, no, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
We are the light. They
Well-
are the darkness.
That's a toxic relationship.
Yeah. You cannot change equipment in combat. Oh, good.
You'll get out of combat soon enough. Don't worry.
Your
All right. 2,000 pounds overloaded.
Yeah.
That is better. Right? Yeah, that's just better. Yeah, that's way better. That's medium. Okay.
Does the bag management dance. The inventory shuffle.
That's medium though. Okay. When we're using cold iron, okay.
The mongrel did it.
The unholy symbol of Ascari, the demon lord who attacked Knobris, drawn in human blood.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just the mobility check.
Thanks.
Are we in danger? Always. As soon as you step in the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You seem to struggle to keep your balance. The air here is laden with power coming from the stone. Suddenly, your head is filled with voices, screaming, whistling, cackling, threatening. The voices pleading for help, shrieking, curses, taunts. You blink and the illusion passes. People can still hear
This
you,
seems
right?
to be happening to you a lot lately.
Yes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious ward stone. But what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand. But wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
Sounds terrifying. Except that's how we've been living for generations.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious ward stone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves. So you have a choice. Especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof. Pledge your loyalty to Baphomet. And when the world falls, its ruins shall be yours.
Who are you?
You've already forgotten me. You mortals have awfully short memories. Even shorter than your little lives. Staunton, sweetums. Don't you want to introduce me to your friends properly? No? Well, I'd better do it myself. I am Minago, Lily II and faithful servant of Baphomet, and leader of his armies. The city is mine now. I'm just starting to settle in, get things just how I like them. But once I'm finished, I promise you, the results will be simply to die for.
Lily
Creepy.
2s are subversive hidden horrors, demons who work subtly in their constant quest to destroy and devastate. They enjoy very few things more than leading mortals into all manners of sinful acts and hope for when the mortal perishes, their soul will fuel the abyss. The exact nature of sin that the Libitu tempts the mortal into committing varies, for these demons are adept at reading mortal desire, secrets, and quickly discerning which sin-specific targets can be convinced to perform. Lilitus possess a hideous ability that they can turn their victims into husks, immobile, desecrated bodies that do not actually die but preserve their life and consciousness. They can assume the form of their husks, stealing their face and appearance and treating their poorer victims like living wardrobe.
And it was such a charming little place until you sullied it with your presence. It had such lovely boulevards, quiet and shaded. You took those away from me, and I shan't forgive you for that.
They've done much worse things than spoil the promenades. All the people they've killed.
Yes, of course, you're right. I grieve for the common folk as well.
Why do you keep fucking disappearing? Why does the collab keep fucking breaking? My fucking internet, I swear to God. It's so bad.
Am I all alone? Why am I all alone?
I don't know, Mia, so.
Won't we? so won't we?
What are you doing to
I'm
the
attempting.
stone?
Well, quite what am I doing to it? Probably the same thing I did to many of your comrades. Sweetly and tenderly persuading it to abandon the mortals and join our side.
All right.
I wonder, how do you get a rock to change sides?
I don't know.
Prepare to fight to the death, demon! We won't let that happen.
Good requires an angel mythic path. Your victory and celebrations.
You do have that path.
Yes. Shut your filthy mouth, scum.
Make me. One of the sweetest spoils of war is gloating over your broken and humiliated enemy. You want to deny me that pleasure?
All right. Your victory and celebrations are a little premature, demon. Echoing the holy flame erupting from your hand, the light gets brighter and brighter until it floods the chamber. You hear voices again, stronger now. They repeat the words of like a choir of angels. You performed an action that was good.
Hey, no eyes! Didn't you tell us that heaven had turned its back on us and no one would come to our aid?
Don't listen to her. Your fiend wants us to lose all hope. She won't succeed.
I'm done with this shit! I only followed this hoofed menace because I thought the Crusaders had it, and there was no other way to protect my family. But now I see that there is hope. I won't bow before these heinous idols ever again. If they kill me, at least I'll die a decent death.
Yes! Return to our side, friends! Have courage! We will welcome you back. And heaven never abandoned you, no matter what this deceiver told you.
Turncoat, I'll cut out your heart.
We'll see how tough you really are.
We let you frighten us once, but it won't happen again.
They choose to stand against me?
I know, it's so unadvisable. All right. Now I have a turn order.
Okay, so you can go over here.
Endure this!
Charge.
This is not my time yet.
Ooh.
Saving throws. Alright.
That didn't look good.
Alright. I have to... Did it not cast it on him? Oh, I cast the spell, but now I have to walk up to him. What the fuck? Why didn't that cast?
No, actually.
Large lesbians.
Large lesbians.
Make every strike count.
Greetings. I wish to introduce you to large lesbians. Please behold my friends, the large lesbian. She was kind of the one I was sort of thinking of when I designed Bula.
Oof.
Do me a favor and do a get info on Minago there. Do an inspect. Look at her character sheet.
You are today's sacrifice.
She is level 28. You
That
are
is-
what? Level 4?
I think we're level 2. Yeah, we're level 2.
Yeah. That might be a bit of a problem, you see.
I'm sure it's fine. Not too worried about it.
Okay.
Should I bother or no?
I wouldn't waste any items on this fight. You are scripted to lose this fight. She's level 28. You do not stand a snowball's chance in hell.
You offend me.
I know, right? I offend myself. I'm not just a very offensive person, really.
No glory without risk! The light take you!
The list of allies is getting awfully thin.
Worry about me.
We lost Sela.
Go for their hearts. I'll cut you wide open. Stand down.
Two more recruits.
Oof.
This hurts
And down
so
goes
much.
Irabeth.
I'm tired of playing around now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the Ward Stone? Here's a little demonstration.
The demoness whispers a spell into the wave of darkness that sweeps through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it's nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices burst into your mind, drowning out their moans, screams, and sobs. Pain rocks you through your skull. Your evil spells won't stop a righteous army.
He is with us!
Yes, yes. Keep telling yourself that.
The roar of voices blends into an unbearable wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark. Oh, and we lose all our... Did we just lose all the items?
Healing your wounds
Nope.
was easy.
They're in our bag?
Unconscious for so long, I
Or
was
does it give
starting
us a
to worry
sec?
we'd lost you.
They're still there.
We have to go pick them up? All the items we dropped on the floor.
Yeah, they'll be there when you come back.
Okay.
Because remember, I told you before, you're going to be coming back to the Grey Garrison later.
Okay.
They'll still be there on the floor.
Healing wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long, I was starting to worry I lost... What happened?
We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
Okay. I found a cultist dispatched in the dungeons. It seems they're holed up in the Tower of Estrad.
Demons have been filling KatNBows with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now. At least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero.
What's the situation in the city?
But not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting.
What do you plan to do next?
You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Ward Stone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only KatNBows, but every city with a Ward Stone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomede's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
Tell me about the Wardstone. Why is it so
The
important?
Ward Stones are a gift of Iomede. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the Celestial armies. The Ward Stones keep expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The KatNBows obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the Abyss.
Can I help you in any way?
First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Ward Stone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone. Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the Storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the Storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the Storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open. in case you find something we can use.
Yeah, sorry, my internet keeps... Are you saying something, Mitha?
Not currently, no.
Okay, your model's mouth was moving. Sorry, my stream goes down and off sometimes because my internet is shit. Yeah, but we're good. Stream's back on. All that.
I didn't lose the stream.
Really? Okay. Did the stream drop for you, Jojo? Oh, I'm sorry.
And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now KatNBows, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Janna Aldori, a new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back.
All right.
Steela's personal quest. All your companions are going to have
Everything
their
is
own,
clear.
like, quest lines.
We're still fighting, which means that KatNBows still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here.
Ooh,
to the
snacky
Defender's
cakes.
Heart.
I like snacky
We'll need
cakes.
every fighter we can muster for the final assault.
I love snacky
Yes,
cakes.
one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Anevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Loot. She's giving you access to their personal cache of loot. That is such a gay thing to do. Oh, 1 second. Be right back.
Oh, okay. Identifying items. You've seen braces that no one in your party was able to identify. To learn the properties of a magic item, you need to identify it. When the item is added to your inventory, your character with the highest knowledge or kind of roll spell will make a knowledge check. If the check is successful, you need to learn the magical properties. If the check has failed, you can automatically vendor the item. You're going to identify the item at any vendor. Character will make an attempt. Okay. These claws get vulnerable, but on some attack rolls. In addition, they can, while mounted, I will take the extra hit points. The goggles grant the +2 damage rolls against swarms.
These are just sort of freebie items that you get just...
Does anyone...
for...
Morale bonus on to attack rolls?
Yeah, morale bonus.
And then I don't know what these gloves bracers do.
Yeah. You might have to get somebody in your party who can identify them. That's Arcana knowledge. Right now it's just you, and if you don't have Arcana knowledge, you can't identify anything.
Gotcha. Alright, yep. Keep going down the Eldritch Scion. Keep going Persuasion. Keep going Perception.
Actually, you do have Knowledge Arcana. Just apparently not enough for that particular role, apparently. So I would keep putting into Knowledge Arcana. That's useful for identifying items.
There's a weapon focus.
I wouldn't go with point blank shot because that's a ranged weapon
I'm
attack.
not using that.
The Arcane Strike, on the other hand, might be good. Also, a weapon focus for your preferred weapon would be a good idea. Like, you got a lot of good options right now for stuff you could do.
Spending a swift action each round, you can imbue weapons with a fraction of your power. For 1 round, weapons deal +1 damage and are treated as magic for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. For every 5 caster levels, bonuses. Interesting. I don't want to pick up some different cantrips.
I mean, now that you're here, you do have the option to respec if you want.
I might look into that.
It is an option before you.
There's just so many options. I'm just like, I don't know where to... I guess I'm going to rely on you. You think either Arcane Strike or a weapon focus is probably the simplest and good?
Would be a good place to start, yes.
Okay. Yeah, let's go rapier. I'm a big fan of rapiers.
Cool.
All right, what is this? Point from arcane pool as a switch action to grant them an insight bonus equal to their charisma on. Interesting. Extended magic, can cast 3 spells per day if they're extended spell feat. Those were modified. The reach, wand mastery, wand wielder. And a bunch of stuff I can't get. Okay. This seems very good. Arcane accuracy.
I would recommend it. That would be a
Yeah.
good one.
All right. I think I need to take Shocking Grasp. Because I need a touch attack.
Oh, that's right.
So it's either Corrosive Touch or Shocking Grasp.
I think that would be a good option.
Why is this such less damage?
Because it has a DOT.
Make deals. Wait, what do you mean by a DOT? Damage over time?
Oh, it doesn't. Usually acid attacks have a DOT, a damage over time effect. That one apparently does not. Oh well.
Hey, I'm just like, why would you ever pick Corrosive Touch over Shocking Grasp? I don't
if
see
you
a
need something
reason.
that is good against a specific type of thing, other than that, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, let's go Shocking Grasp. Did we identify them now? Yes.
There you go.
Damage against demons. Yeah, you can have that. Alright. Yeah, Zen Archer seems good. You were doing Lore Religion, you were doing Perception. Just more athletics, probably, yeah. That seems good for him. That seems really good. Deadly Aim.
Yeah, but it's a ranged archery attack. Oh wait, you're on land.
Yeah.
Does it have an attack penalty?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you take that one, just keep that in mind when you're in a situation where you're up against something with a high AC.
My thing is like a weapon focus for him is the only thing I could think of. You know?
Can you do greater weapon focus on a longbow?
Does he already have weapon focus?
Well, I just saw that it was in the list, and if it's in the list, you'd have to have the prerequisite, right?
Martial weapon proficiency.
We're still, yeah, we're looking at land.
No. What did you want me to look at again? I'm sorry.
Weapon focus.
Is not recommended. That's weird.
Because it's, let's see, short bow, short sword, is longbow in there?
No.
Okay.
Why
you
isn't
might have
it?
to take the martial for that then.
But he has.
He has the ability to wield it though, because he's a monk Zen archer. Take a look at the ZA.
Yeah.
Longbows, short bows, and composite
longbows.
longbows. Composite short bows. Okay. Interesting.
All right. Why can't he?
That requires a prerequisite.
Level 4.
Level 4, yeah.
Maybe he has to be.
Maybe we'll wait until level 4 before we look at that.
I think it's probably weapon specialization because weapon focus doesn't have longbow. I bet that's under.
Yeah, that might be. You might be correct on that one.
Because yeah, this might just be simple weapons.
It requires level 4, and you're only training a level 3 right now.
Yeah. Okay. So there's deadly aim, alertness. What does this do? On perception, that's not bad. And +1 dodge. Condition makes you lose all your dex. Bonus AC makes you lose the benefits of this feat.
What's lightning reflexes again?
Reflex saving throws. Not bad. Persuasive. That's... eh.
Not really so good on land.
Curious why that's not recommended.
The only thing I can think of is that it's trying to do the whole. Well, he's a monk, but the problem is he's a Zen archer monk.
I mean, Deadly Aim, I still think is pretty good. Just give you more.
That's a pretty good one.
More damage for slightly less hit. That sounds good. Yeah. Like I know it's going to the thing that was like right there, but I think it's
usually right there for a good reason.
Yeah. I guess the thing is like I enjoy looking at the systems and seeing if there's anything besides the obvious one.
No, you're good. That's a healthy habit to have.
Point blank master.
It kind of goes back to the old Joe Cat meme of read your fucking tooltips, you know?
Choose one type of ranged weapon. Yeah.
Longbow.
Longbow, definitely. I love bombs, though. Making a bomb character would be really fun.
Bam!
And he also has key power, extra attack. Yeah. Fast movement. He gets some cool stuff. Alright, Camilla, Spirit Hunter.
She is here to hunt
Trickery.
Is she able to hunt your spirit?
Do we throw more in mobility? I guess. That's what we've been doing, sure. Trickery. I honestly like giving her something that gives her trickery.
Because I mean, she's your lock picker and stuff right now.
Yeah,
so that makes sense.
Also, I'm not keeping her around.
I don't keep her around. I don't know why you would.
Well, all I'm saying is, I don't know how she's evil, but she's definitely evil. So she'll do something that'll piss us off, and then she'll get kicked out of the party at some point.
If you don't kill her first.
We'll see what happens. I've not played past this point.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm over here not giving you spoilers.
Yeah.
I might be grinning maliciously, but I'm not giving you spoilers.
More Galadin, absolutely.
Galadin!
I'll give her more knowledge world. Does she need persuasion? Or would it be better to throw those points somewhere else?
I would put those points somewhere else, honestly.
Think she should have some mobility, even if it's at -6 right now?
Any of your melee characters need the mobility.
Even if they have such high, even though it's going to be so low, because of the heavy half plate she's wearing and the shield.
And she's going to be wearing heavier plate late game.
I guess the thing is,
those negatives are not going to count for much later.
Okay.
because, you know, things are going to happen. Like, you're going to eventually get enough points that are going to overwhelm those in the end.
I'm just like, where do I throw this last point then? I guess religion?
I mean, you could put it in persuasion. It's not bad.
But she already has better. There's already better persuasion other places, though.
Personally, I don't understand why she doesn't have knowledge religion.
She does.
A fucking paladin.
She has lower religion.
Oh, okay.
I'll give her some points in there. Feet.
It just feels like it's in character.
I like heavy armor focus with her.
Yeah, heavy armor focus is a good one.
Unless there's anything
else. It increases the effect that armor has.
Yeah, that seems really effective. Just make her unhittable. This sounds excellent.
Yeah.
Paladins leave his hands.
You want that on a tank.
The target is no longer fatigued, no longer shaken, no longer sickened. And I can't take any of these. Interesting. Fatigued seems like the worst one of these, right? There we are. Attack roll, saving throws. It's less severe state than frightened.
What flavor of mercy do you want?
I guess it's like fatigued feels like would be the most common. Or is that not true?
The target no longer feels fatigued.
It's no longer fatigued, no longer shaken, or no longer sickened. And I'm just like, what do you think is
they're all sort of equally useful. But yeah, the fatigued is probably a really good call.
Yeah. Or of courage. I love these.
Paladin auras are always fun.
I didn't know you get them that early. At least in Pathfinder, first edition.
In Pathfinder, you do.
All right. Also, the hat and the goggles are so silly on our little fox friend.
You can hide them.
No, I love them right now, but they're very silly. Material components. Character seal has prepared spell Raise the Dead. Requires material components. Jump into this. Okay. Hey, wait, mind if I bend your ear about something? Nivea outside the door, leaning casually against the shelf. Yeah, sure. So, here's the first most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission. I get that, and I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action, but here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, you're weakening our defenses here. If they come for us while you're here, you're gone. I don't know if you fight them off. Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? No, you what? No, your task is far too important. You can't just hold up here all cozy like that waiting for Doomy's to knock on the door. We need you to take the fight to them. If these freaks make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, get your light back here, all right? Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to pile of ash. Got it? What do you think the demons will attack next? Your guess is as good as mine, but it might not be here. They could attack a whole damn city. These vermin know they've lost the upper hand, and we're going to push back hard. If they kick things off here, you should know after the attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you got any business that needs taken care of, you better do it soon.
In other words,
oh, thank you for big stretch.
Big stretch.
You gotta go big stretch though, Jojo.
Big stretch.
We did big stretch. Whenever your VTuber does big stretch, you gotta go big stretch in the chat. Everything seems clear so far. So the rift that damned the beetle left us with its scythe. Yeah, it cut the river and city in two, and it's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts are halfway decent place set up, crossing to the market square. Big stretch. Thank you.
There you go.
Tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square. Not any of them have tried to make it sure, but they've got a mind to go across, and I think they're gonna have to eventually. You might want to give the square a once over. Thanks for the warning. I'll see you later. Later. Watch yourself.
Yeah, eventually we're gonna run into a runner saying, "Hey, you need to hurry back because they're under attack."
A strange figure towers over the bar, a huge, ungainly man with skin so milky white his blue veins are visible from a distance. Okay.
Do you want me to read this one?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
His bald head is equal parts lumpy and pitted, and his blood-filled eyes stare impassively out at you from beneath... You scroll past it. From beneath his pale brows. The glass in the albino's large, clumsy hands looks dangerously delicate, as if one twitch of those calloused fingers would be enough to crush it. A gold medallion engraved with a tankard gleams around his neck. What'll it be?
The medallion wear. That's a sacred symbol, isn't it? You're a cleric of Cated Caitlin? I'm a tavern keeper.
Tavern keeper. Best in the city. Best there's ever been. And I pray to the best god there is. Caden Kalen.
Show me what you have. Bulk selling. Alright.
Caden Kalen, the god of alcohol and drunkards. Their religious belief is never waste alcohol.
Yeah. I think I should keep all this stuff, probably. I can just sell this now that I've used it.
Now that you've used it. Also keep in mind you have a party chest.
Gotcha. Okay. Whatever the wearer. Cast a cantrip or a first level spell that does some additional damage per dice rolled. Interesting. Well, those are too rich for my blood. Spicy pastry.
You actually will want to collect cooking recipes, and they're generally not too terribly expensive. Now, you will need to learn the recipe, so that involves going into your... Oh, it's going to give you a little thing about it.
You have your you found a new recipe, spicy pastry. You have found a new recipe. To learn it, right-click in the inventory and choose memorize. Different recipes require different ingredients, and they give unique bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
Copy recipe.
That's it.
Cool.
You now have a new cooking recipe.
All right.
You'll be able to use it when you're out on the march.
This bar is getting overloaded.
Well, luckily, you have more bars.
How do you remove?
I mean, you just drag them around.
Don't need this. Don't need that on my bar.
Hey, you're a kitty.
There is a kibby. Is a good kibby.
Tavern always needs a good kibby.
Oh, thank you for bread.
You have breb. You have been gifted the breb.
All right. Cool. Well, time to loot the room.
Yep. Bunch of good stuff in here. There's also there's vendors. Bunch of quest NPCs to talk to. Just a whole bunch of stuff to do in here.
We'll get around to that.
Mhm.
First, we loot the room.
Priorities, baby.
Book of information.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha, it's nothing. Outside. Let's go to the basement.
Whole bunch of stuff you could loot down here.
Surrender thy soul, Devon. Almaday, protect us. Ha ha ha, I got you again. How many times is that today? Take your jokes and shove them, tiefling.
So racist against tieflings. Why does everybody hate tieflings?
They're too hot. The button won't budge. Oh, what did that do? How much longer till we hold out? A day or two? They all died, my whole troop. Go ahead, don't take too long.
Hey, Chief! Ooh, hey, gorgeous. Come over here. I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
The young tiefling sits cross-legged on the floor. He looks relatively calm for someone in shackles, but his tail whips back and forth in agitation. Not noticing your attention, the tiefling sits up and beckons you over. Hey, Chief. Hey, gorgeous. Come over here. Talk to you about something really important.
Bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out.
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap.
Your shadow. What was that?
Get me out of here and I'll tell you. And don't worry, it's not contagious.
Who are you?
Woljif Jeffdo. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem.
What do you want from
Lay it
me?
out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff. If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
I mean, he has actually quite a good point.
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day.
He's good at
You won't need another gem
lockpicking
like me in KatNBows.
and trap breaking,
Why are you in chains?
Does it
and he's
really
not
matter?
a creepy
Don't get
shaman.
hung up on the past, Chief. Don't look to the future. Live in the here and now.
He was caught thieving.
Oh, okay, so that's it. I can't help you while you're chained up here. How can I free you?
Easy. You know Irabeth? Feisty-looking gal, always wears armor. You can't miss her. She's the meanest fighter in the whole city. When you see her, put in a good word for me, will ya? Tell her there's this guy, Woljif, locked up for no good reason in the Defender's Heart. Well, for the follies of his youth. And he really wants to get out on bail so he can keep up his good behavior and make a contribution to society. You got that? Will you do it?
I need to think about it.
Well, think fast. I'm already losing feeling in my legs sitting here.
Can I talk to Erebith, or do I need to accept the quest? I'll talk.
I knew I could count on you.
I mean, I'm going to give you a little hint. You're going to need all the companions you can get. Even though there's a limit, the number that you can have in your party, there will come a day when the B team, the ones not in your current party, will be called up to fight. You know, days when the camp gets attacked, you know?
Cool. Good to know I can hard force the puzzle.
You opened a door to another room that has loot.
Yellowed letter.
Look at all that loot.
Headband of Alluring Charisma. +2 enhancement bonus to Charisma.
Know anybody that uses charisma as a primary stat?
Yes.
I thought you might think of that, yeah.
Alright, you can have the HP helmet. I liked the hat better, at least for looks.
Alluring charisma.
Alright. A tall, fragile-looking elf sits in front of you, eyes closed, He is pale as a ghost, his arms wrapped in a blood-stained bandage. You spot another bandage on under his clothes, but even in such a miserable state, he manages to stay calm. Raising an eye, he meets yours. I am Forn Autumn Haze, at your service. His pale lips are reddened by blood, but you see no signs of pain in his fear in his plain eyes. Who wounded you? A sinner, an accomplice to demons. I am on the quarium I am hunting in this inhospitable place. Do you need help? After giving you the cold and tense look, he shakes his head. Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. A local healer tended to me. Besides, I come from a zillion hardy people. My body will endure, both from the wounds and from the poison delivered through them. Who are you? I am Foxy Foxington. You can trust me. I might be able to help you. After a brief pause, Forn says, it would be impolite to refuse such a friendly offer. Who is your quarry here in Mendev? I'd like to know more about you. I won't hold anything back, not who I am, why I made my way here, who it is that I'm pursuing. Tell me more about yourself. Other people tend to believe that I identify is the sum of persons' actions and the events that happen to them. For them, I am a long line of warriors of Cunin,
Yonan, the land of the elves.
who has since his youth has dedicated himself to hunting evil and injustice. For them, I am successful, capable huntsman who tracked down and slayed great many monsters. But I am an elf, and for me, my identity has a different meaning. It is shaped by the place where I was born, and that I loved so deeply. I am shaped by what I find beautiful and what makes my heart quicken, by the fears that come to me in the dead of night, by the things I find so intolerable that at the sight of them my very core darkness and fills with poison. Thus, to tell you who I am, I would require many days and much candor, which is more than you or I have at disposal. Yeah, he's an elf.
Yep, he's an elf.
Why do you choose to be a hunter of evil? Because I am the son of a noble and proud nation. We are sometimes criticized for our arrogance, but no one dares doubt our honor. When a crime is committed, we cannot turn a blind eye. If we were to abandon our obligation to oppose evil, we were to surrender this obligation to other races, we would also relinquish our preeminence? Preeminence. Who's your quarry here in Mendev? I was hunting a fugitive, a Discarate by the name of Calissa. It pains me to admit that there are heinous malefactors as such such as her among my noble kind. I managed to catch up to her in KatNBows, and I wounded her. Then demons appeared in the city engulfed in flames. I was injured in the battle that ensued, and I couldn't free her soul from its service to her dark masters. He expresses no anger or hatred as he speaks, only compassionate sorrow. I'm sorry for your misfortune. I hope things turn out differently next time. There is no need for pity. One ancient kind is blessed with great longevity. We gain a deeper understanding of the world than our other races, and we learned our lessons better than anyone. That goes from learning our mistakes as well. I survived, which means I will be more prepared to meet the next time we meet. I wish to aid you in your hunt. I thank you, but this is my mission. I'm used to facing all manners of terrors on my own. I do appreciate your willingness to help. As if you happen to meet Calissa, take caution. She's turned many innocent souls to the path of evil, and darkness has rewarded her with many gifts. Her appearance alone will tell you that it is warped, the agate skin and the malicious stare of blood in her red eyes, the bestial teeth. She's more monster than elf at this point. What does this Calissa look like again? Knowledge check failed. Her skin is dark, her hair is preternaturally white, her red eyes can be seen perfectly in the dark, which, to my dismay, I've come to know from my experience, but the bright light causes her pain. I used an alchemical powder that exposes in a dazzling flash. She cried out, and I stabbed her. I have to go. Good fortune to you. What if KatNBows isn't the only city overrun? Is this how this all ends?
How cute!
All right. Yes, we are in need of an ad break. So I'm going to run a quick one here, and I will be back within about 5 minutes.
Back.
All right, we're running an ad break here.
Okay, cool. Ad break. Sorry, I had to go piss.
And we back.
We are back.
Alright. A young
Back
man...
like a...
Go ahead.
I was going to say back like an FF14 villain.
Young man, well worn in traveling clothes, and simple wooden symbol of Aristal on his chest, is effectively cutting a linen robe into Erastil. Is effectively cutting linen robe into strips to use as bandages. Despite his visible exhaustion, he works with zeal, singing some tune about red braids and ripe sheaves of wheat under his breath. He raises his warm, chestnut-colored eyes to you. Are you one of the Crusaders? Thank you for defending those whose talents lie off the battlefield. I am Jernurgers. Blah, blah, blah. Jernurg. Jernog? Servant of Erastil.
You're now.
Janau, servant of Erastil. What are you doing? I only took my holy orders recently, so God has only bestowed his little power upon me as yet, but I'm sorry to say the wounded fighters in this tavern are far beyond my power to heal. But there's a reason people say, have faith in the gods, but look to yourself first. It may not be helpful. I not be able to help the wounded with magic, but at least cut up these bandages. Are you from around here? No, I was just passing through KatNBows. I was sailing down that old man of ours, the great Selin River, to a village by the name of Chili Creek. It happened to land in the city on the eve of the festival, and I'm ashamed to say that I decided to stay for a night to enjoy myself. I ended up staying in the city longer than I bargained for. Chili Creek, where is that? Small fishing village. It's not even marked on some maps, but people live there. What they don't have is a priest. They have no one to heal their wounds, no one to offer prayers for a good good catch, no one to give their dead a dignified burial, and the whirlwind is stone's throw away. So I'll be setting sail for Chili Creek to serve my God and my people. Once we've held Canobris, I'll be going there. If the grace of good gods we survive all of this, you should come and visit me sometime. You'll find the village there on the bank of the river. Aren't you...
You now have a location outside the city you can visit.
Afraid to go to the border of the Whirlwind? I won't lie, I am afraid. But what can I do? Those villagers are simple people. Every day, their short lives is spent doing hard, honest work. That's exactly the kind of life I want. Something is simple, but meaningful. If I had centuries ahead of me like elves do, I might have spared 50 years or so to travel around the world, the young man says with a smile. I could use, or maybe even 100. Why not? But I don't even have time to spare. I want to spend my short life in places where I'm needed most, even if it's dangerous, especially if it's dangerous. I could use a cleric.
Galarian's a big planet.
Arastal knows I'd be glad to help you, but it's no use. My spells are depleted, and I have no training in potions or scrolls. See this robe I'm cutting up for bandages? It's the second to last one. I have to go. May Arastal watch over you. Stag God.
Yeah, Erastil. He's a nature deity.
How did the city fall so easily? What are the bloody paladins doing? Praise the gods we didn't all perish. Iomedae and our ancestor don't abandon us in our despair. Iomedae don't abandon us in our despair. We're alive today, what about tomorrow? What if Canobris is the only city overrun? What if this is all end? Crusader. I've heard an army's on its way. Here from Norsen. Where's our fucking money? Thank you. Here, take this. It's 2,000 coins. Take your payment. Remember, Horace Grum will always keep his word. You helped me back to the surface, and I duly paid you for escorting me. Now speaking of our further cooperation. He looks at you with an unvarnished disapproval, his arms folded across his chest, his foot tapping impatiently. I have a job that would be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, it would pay very generously for your service. What do you mean, a job for someone like me? For an adventurer ready to sell their soul for booze and then lie down drunk in the gutter? Or do you think of you're somehow different? A traveling knight, perhaps? A noble heart, but without a coin to your name? Horace sizes you up critically and then sighs and shrugs. You seem a reliable enough ally to me. And you did get me out of those mongrel caves. So why should I care what you do with your money once you've got it? Horace seems to be like one of those people who thinks the entire world owes him something. However, you hear noises of hysteria beneath his smug arrogance. It's though he was really quite nervous but taking great pains to conceal it. No, noble birth doesn't give you the right to behave badly. I would ask you refrain from such statements in the future. Puts his hands on his... Oh, really? How impudent. No one dares tell Horace Man how to address the rabble. So what does the job involve? You shall be my bodyguard, you see? I have a good reason to return to my mansion here in Canobris. I still have... Well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building with large garden in a wealthy part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city had tried to get inside, but no one, one way or another, or I shudder to imagine what the state's in now. I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during the attack, and I expect the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Abdar knows what has happened there since. Therefore, I would ask you... Abadar. He's the god of cities, laws, merchants, wealth. It's called the god of walls and ditches in the Eastern Dragon Empires. Cool. Therefore, I would ask you that you meet me at my mansion and guard me until I complete my business. I've already asked the local paladins for help, but they're no desire to set foot outside of this tavern. Damn cowards and traitors, that's what they are. Also, please,
Capitalist.
please take Camilla with you. I trust the girl more than the rest of your gang. She is noble birth, after all. What kind of reward are we talking about? 1,000 gold coins. Double the reward, and I'll think about it. Ha! Yeah, right. For that kind of money, I could hire the Queen Galfrey herself to guard me. Found on my final offer. Deal. Marvelous. Most excellent. His face relaxes, smoothing over a few tense lines. I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you didn't worry. I know the city like the back of my hand, but do hurry, unless you want me to lower your reward. Camilla. Camilla looks over you pensively, toying with a snake-shaped bone amulet that dangles from her pale neck. Noticing your glance, she flashes you a cold, barely there smile. Greetings. It seems that for a moment that she wants to say something else, but the pause grows too long and slips back into the cautious silence. Where'd you learn to tell me about yourself? You want to know more than you already do? Why, arches her dainty brow, I talk to spirits of this tormented land, and they guide me in battle. I'll help you fight the demons, and I swear you can rely on me to this matter. Isn't that sufficient? Your amulet is quite unusual. Where did you get it? Ah, my little trinket. It is so nice of you to notice, but I assure you this amulet is nothing but a bauble. Can I leave you be drawn to a beautiful, useless thing? Where did you learn to wield the rapier so well? I have good teachers, although they don't get all the credit. I am a most diligent student, licks her parched lips. You're much more relaxed during combat. Your battle cries are uninhibited. So you've noticed. To be honest, I find it embarrassing. You see, being a shaman means having the spirits of battle as my ever-present companions. In the heat of battle, I become rather, vocal. Does that carry over in bed? Ayo, no.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway, as much as I enjoy their delightful conversations, spirits are calling me. I must respond. Please excuse me. Turns away, washing out of the corner of her eye. Greetings.
Ah, yes, the spirits.
Your speech tells me you are of noble birth. Camilla laughs, practice musical laugh as she watches you from under her lowered lashes. You're most insightful. A fine quality to have. Her laughter ends. Spoken on words hang in silence. Still, I do not believe noble birth does not give anyone the right to look down on others. Forgive me, I have a question disturbs you. Can resist such a noble and beautiful lady. Or stop bothering you immediately if talking to you upsets me. Still, I believe in noble birth does not give anyone the right to look down on others. Is that so? Well, thank you for sharing your opinion with me. I have to go. We'll talk later. I won't keep you. The dawning smile of Camilla's face freezes and dies quickly away. They all died, my whole troop.
How you doing?
Water.
Very good.
The dwarf resembles an abandoned citadel, one whose high, crumbling walls are still holding fast, but whose empty, lightless windows make it clear that all insides are dead. Oh, it's you. Good work back there in the Grey Garrison. Name's Sutton Vane. If you've heard rumors about me, his face, which looks like it's never known anything but carefree as a smile grimace. Just so you know that everything people say about me, it's true. I need to talk to you about the elf who calls himself the Storyteller. Do you know where I can find him? Storyteller. Staunton strokes his beard at thought. A strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours, asking me all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort, but he just listened. At first, I wanted to answer his question. I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible, but later I realized talking to him did ease my burden a little. I hope he is alive and well. He is completely blind and feeble too, so if he is alone in the city, well, you'll probably know what that means. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Blackwing. It's the library here. I'll show you where on our map. I don't know what use a library is to the blind elf, but he loves the place. He would sit there all day and night. What do people say about you? They say I'm a traitor, as bad as Arlu Voilesh.
Arilu.
Arilu. Do you want to read this?
Few names arouse such rage among Crusaders as that is Arilu Vorlesh, the Sarkorian witch, who initiated the opening of the World Wound and its later expansion. Almost nothing is known of her life before the atrocity, except that Vorlesh was condemned for using arcane magic, which was persecuted in Sarkoris, and imprisoned in the Tower of Threshold near the City of Eyes. This is where Arilu Vorlesh conducted the ritual that paved the way for the demonic invasion, and left her lands to be tormented by the demon lord Deskari. By some mysterious means, the witch transformed herself, changing from an ordinary human into a half-demon. Over the following century, Crusaders encountered Arilu Vorlesh or the results of her experiments a few times, but they learned nothing more of Deskari's henchwoman. She holds a high position in the ranks of the armies of the Abyss and bears the title of the Architect of the World Wound.
That I'm a disgrace even among ranks of the condemned army of military. You met of petty criminals considered as disposable soldiers and frontline fodder in the Mendevian Crusades. That Queen Galfrey should have never spared me, that I belong on the gallows. You really don't have any friends? I couldn't have even survived this long if I were completely alone. Jorun, my little brother, he keeps me going. He's never abandoned me. Everyone else shies away from me like they might catch what I've got. Every fighter in the Condemned console themselves by thinking I've got stripped of my rank, but at least I'm not Staunton.
Staunton Vane.
Commander Tyrvane seems to be the only person in the whole army who remembers that I'm a soldier, not a drudge. She has no qualms about taking me into battle. She has some mud flung at her in the past, or so I hear, but that's why she tries to keep an open mind about people. It's no surprise that she's the only one who's hold on to her sense of reason in this farce. Why do they hate you so much? You really don't know? Star gives you a long, morose look and sighs. I'm the reason why the Crusades forces hold up in a fortress on the edge of the World Wound instead of bringing the fight to the demons. We used to have a foothold in the Wound, the mighty, unassailable city of Dresden. We used to have it until it fell, and all because of my stupidity. I gave the enemy our main citadel.
You doing okay?
I'm just getting a little burn in my chest.
From reading or like
Just heartburn.
heartburn from dinner?
Just some heartburn.
Okay. Do you need to stop in self-care?
I'm okay for now.
Okay.
I was tried. They wanted to execute me, and rightly so, but the Queen intervened. She said that I should live and fight to undo what I had done. So that's how I live, decade after decade, fighting in the Condemned. As you can see, I have fixed nothing, and I've earned no one's forgiveness. Are you going to spit in my face too? It wouldn't surprise me. I hope you earn your forgiveness. You keep on living and fighting with no hope of anything better, because that is what the Queen ordered you to do. There is honor in that. Spit in his face. You're given a chance to live, so live, and stop blaming others for what you made of your life. I hope you earn forgiveness. Thank you From the depths of my soul, I thank you, but I haven't had hope in a long, long time. A whole city filled up because of you. How is that possible? What do you mean, how? I don't trust a word of... If you don't trust the word of a condemned, ask somebody else, like my little brother Jordan, and if you don't believe it, what's it to me? But if you're about to ask me about a recent story of my disgrace 1,000 times, don't. Surely you've paid your penance by now with so many years of the condemned. That's not up to me to decide. My life is in the Queen's hands. The condemned isn't the worst part. Excuse me. All these years I prayed to Torag for forgiveness. Countless times it's gone to his priests. Countless times I kneeled before his altar. If only the father of Dwarvenkind would answer my prayers just once. Not to restore what I've lost, but to tell me that I am still one of his children. But it seems he doesn't give a damn about me. What I am to expect from mere mortals when my own god doesn't think I deserve redemption. Well, nice for talking. Go on, then. Maybe we'll see each other again.
Pleasant person.
What if Canobras is the only city you've run? I heard the army is on its way from there.
So exciting!
Did you talk to the gays?
Anivia in her muted colors blends in almost perfectly into the background. She appears relaxed, but seemingly unfocused eyes are taking in everything around her, tracking and filtering in potential threats. The only tell is the way she drums her fingers on her hip near the weapon sheath. She shows no sign of her injuries and as confident leans on her previously broken leg. She pretends to have noticed you even though you just walked in to approach from afar. Oh, hey, see that you've patched me up. Now I can run in dumps and dance a jig if I feel like it. Are there any suspicious places in the city I should pay attention to? There were a couple spots I wanted you to check out, but I didn't have time. If there are really a den of cultists there, it'd be good to swoop in there and bust some heads. You don't even need a search warrant. The first one is Silk and Thread. Funny little tailor shop that doesn't take any orders and never buys any fabric. But they always seem so busy. They're so busy with something, all right. But the sewing ain't it. Second one is the alchemy shop, Topaz Solutions. And they trade in everything, not just healing potions, judging from the ingredients they've been buying on the black market. There's something fishy about the alchemical rituals going down in that place. Tell me about yourself. I'd be happy to, but there's nothing to tell. What's so interesting about me? How did you meet Erebeth? I was bumming around Tearman a while back, doing this and that. Desden Temples and something gave me odd jobs, you know. They need... Desnan. Yeah. You want to keep reading?
Sure. I was bumming around Timon a while back, doing this and that. Desnan Temples sometimes give me odd jobs. You know, sometimes they need people with skills like mine. On the surface, it was fine, I guess. After Nadal, the freedom of the River Kingdoms sort of seemed like heaven. My chance to sit back and enjoy life. But I wasn't happy. There wasn't any joy in my new life. I was all alone. Nobody cared about me, and I didn't care about anybody either. I struggled to find a reason to drag myself out of bed every morning. Tying a stone around my neck and jumping into the nearest river started looking really appealing. Can you hit continue? One day, I was hired to follow some fellas who the local authorities suspected they were Resmiran spies. I was stupid and made a rookie mistake. They caught me. It's like my body had already decided to do what my mind had been fighting to finally put me out of my misery, get somebody else to kill me since I didn't have the guts to do it myself. They grabbed me. I thought they got me on the spot, but instead they hogtied me and dragged me off, like I was an animal going to the slaughter. My only thought was, let's just get this over with. They brought me to their stinking cave, threw me on the altar, and I realized who it was. Kuthites from Nadal. They'd tracked me down after all those years, but I didn't care anymore. Wouldn't have even cared if they'd eaten me or whatever. We all gotta go sometime, right? So I was lying there, staring at those knives pointed at me when fate rolled the dice and I hit the jackpot. Irabeth. There she was, storming into the cave. Picture it. I'm lying on an altar with those knife-wielding maniacs around me, and suddenly Irabeth storms in. I thought it was Iomade herself. Fierce from her shining armor and her gleaming sword raised, she made quick work of those scumbags. Chopped them up just like that. I didn't even have time to blink. She untied me, and then... Her face lights up as she chuckles. She looked through the papers they had on the table, and she started swearing like a sailor. So much for Iomade.
Cute. How did you and Erebeth end up in KatNBows? After almost becoming a human sacrifice, I knew I never wanted to leave Erebeth's side. Desna knows. I fell for her instantly, and I fell hard. My misery was gone, and when Erebeth showed me what was in those papers, proof the cultists had a nest in her home city, well, I offered to help her without a second thought. She must have figured I couldn't wait to get my revenge on those cultists, but I didn't give a damn about them. It was her. I'd go anywhere with her, even on a crusade, or the jaws of a dragon. But I took to life in KatNBows like duck to water. I used to be an outcast wherever I went, but half the crusaders are the same. After all, who'd volunteer to tangle with demons on the edge of the abyss? You gotta be a goody two-shoes with too much honor and free time, or a misfit with no life out of the normal world with normal people. People come here to run away from their debts, their past, from themselves. So I fit right in. Where are you from? Nowhere. I was blown in the wind and found in a cabbage patch. Stop. Sorry, that's an old habit of mine. I don't like blabbing about my past, but you saved my skin, so I guess kind of owe you not to clown around, right? I'm from Nadal, and I wouldn't wish my homeland on my worst enemy. You've heard of the place, I'm sure, ruled by monsters that aren't dead or alive, and their official religion is the cult Zon Kuthon. I grew up in a slum like a weed between the cobblestones. I didn't have a dad, but lots of amulet aunts and uncles and my mom's cronies. No prize for guessing what kind of business she was involved in. They gave me a set of lockpicks as soon as I could hold a spoon, and while the other kids were picking their noses, I was picking pockets. When I was 12, the monks of the Silent Shroud came for us, creepy guys with the mouths sewn shut. They're the guards in Nisrosh. My mom gave me her friends, and we hid in a secret temple of Desna. I never saw my mom again. I lay low in the temple for the next few years and kept my head down. I washed floors, I fetched water, listened to sermons. Funny thing, after a while I started liking Desna's teachings, but soon as I was old enough, I was out of there. I left Nadal and got as far as I could. Quite a ragtag group you got there, from nobles to street thieves. You got that right, huh? Only the best for you. What do you do if the knights and nobles fail to save the world? The lowlifes are our only hope. What's it like living with Erebeth? It's like living. Without her, I wouldn't be... Seriously, if I were alone, I'd definitely be gone by now. Sure, sometimes we argue, and we can't deny that. Sometimes we bang our fists under the table and yell so loud the walls shake. But that's all about the order business. But at home, well, I'll give you an example. I always wanted to move out of that broom closet we call a house and move somewhere closer. It isn't like they take a vow of poverty in the Eagle Watch, but every month somehow our most spare money is spent on Crusader business. Sure, I get mad about it, but it's part of why I love her so much. You know, Erebeth has a thing that matters most for a person, a purpose in life. She's always got a reason for whatever she's doing. Her whole life is a crusade, and I just drifted around like a leaf in the wind until Desna brought us together. Now she's my meaning in life. So it really makes no difference if we live in a mansion or under a bush. Thank you for your answers. Thanks for asking. Telling you all this kind of makes me feel better. What are your responsibilities in the Eagle Watch? Nothing official. I'm not even a knight, just hanging around. You sure you want to know the details? Catching traitors and spies and cultists is no walk in the park. It's a delicate job. You can't always do it within the letter of the law. What if we surprise some suspicion under the blighter of an official search? Everyone will know about it before along, starting with their cronies, then again, sneaking into people's houses and at night ain't exactly legal. Crusaders can't be doing stuff like that now, can they? Well, now I'm not exactly a knight. I have to go. All right, you watch yourself now.
Gaze, 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 gaze.
Ow, fuck.
You sure you're doing okay over there? Am I going to need to invoke the self-care upon thee?
I should probably head out. Might
Okay.
take something for this chest pain.
Yeah, I want you to go and do a heckin' self-care.
All right.
Now, if you're interested, Luna's on, Rika's on. Do you feel like some Ace Attorney investigations or something called Cauldron, which involves being witchy, apparently?
Let's go say hi to Rika. I haven't seen her in a while.
Okay.
All right.
All right, everybody. We're going to be back. I'm definitely going to be streaming again on Tuesday. I'm going to be doing some Satisfactory. And I'm still open to everybody voting about what else I should be streaming this week. And we're going to keep playing Pathfinder probably on Friday.
Yeah. I'm going to stream Tuesday, Fridays, and Sundays. I stream Stardew Valley tomorrow. So, see y'all then. Make sure to get the raid message and say hi to Rika. All right. Bye, everyone. Hugs, hugs.
Remember to take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and take care of the planet. See you on Tuesday. Bye.